Hello, good people out there. I apologize for the lateness. I had a meeting come up out of nowhere. I just wanted to come on here and talk about two things that I was reflecting on. First, I want to say this is kind of for my younger ladies. I was like 8 or 9 when I figured it out, but I always put not for kids just in case there's something I might say that they should not hear. It's up to the mom or dad if they want to let them hear this, or they could take it and they could hear. Let them know themselves. So, the first thing I'm going to say, I didn't know, I didn't know who I was, what I had, and all those kind of things. I just know that I used to hear, "Go sit down, go play," stuff like that, right? And I was treated different. I could see it, but I just didn't know what it was. So I just want to say, mouth dry. So I just want to say, if you know that about one of your children, or if the child sees it herself, or I don't really know too much about the little guys, but um, yeah, if she sees it herself, like outside playing or in school, people bullying her or whatever, saying this, that, and the third, she feels different. Maybe because she thinks different or she knows things differently. Just like talk to her, like tell her, like, well, just, if nothing else, if you find yourself by yourself like that, like no one's wanting to play with you or anything, just one thing you can do is talk to the angels, because they're gonna come and they're gonna love on you, and talk to God, Jesus, whichever, whoever you pray for, pray to. Yeah, just let them know, like, yeah, talk to them, because if nothing else, they got you, and they're gonna see you through. For the little girls, the little young ladies, I was, like I said, 8 or 9, but you can, like, 11 on up, because I was clueless. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was clueless. Like, I knew I was different, but I just didn't have the language for it or whatever. But the next thing I wanted to speak on, because I was looking at something and it opened up a wound, and I never been in a relationship where I was fighting, the guy or whatever, except one time, and it never happened again until I got shot or whatever. But that wasn't not a relationship where it was fighting and all that either. It was just that one thing, and then that happened. But I'm on this because if I got anything to do with it, it's going to be a whole nother situation going on out here where people could turn to easily and get the information that they need, get the help that they need. If they find themselves in a situation where they feel stuck, like a codependent situation, or maybe they just don't feel like they have anywhere to go, if they're in a bad situation with their guy or whatever. It could be a female too, but um, yeah, don't ever think that you're stuck. You're not. And don't ever try to look all the way down the road. Worry about the then and now, whenever that may be. Just worry about now, not later, because that's going to come. It's going to all work out. Trust, it will. And um, and don't escalate that situation. Just try to stay as calm as possible. Don't argue, don't fuss. And if you at that point where you know it's going to be harm to you, or you got to go, do it quietly. All your things when they're not there, and just move along. And then go to the nearest place that you can go to, whether it's a House of Ruth, or the police station, or just to ask for some literature where you can go at, because you need somewhere for you and your babies to go. I felt obligated to talk about that because I was watching something and I was like, yeah, they need to. It's because there's so many people out here that needs help with housing or financial reasons, or financial um situations and stuff like that. Because mhm, it's just getting terrible out here. And it needs to be more situations, more outlets that they can get help from if they're in that situation, because You don't want to be sitting there, standing in a situation, and you feel like you all alone and you can't move, you can't go anywhere because you depending on this person. No. Mm. Get out of there and go where you need to go, wherever. And then from there, find out where you're going to go. Because you can go to a social service, you can go anywhere and let them know your situation, and they'll get you situated. Because at that moment, it may be a little uncomfortable. It may be a little uncomfortable depending on what's going on at that time in the world. But it's not going to last long. It's not going to last long. They're going to get you somewhere that you can get you and your babies until the time come where you can sail on out of there in your own place and get yourself together to take care of yourself and your children. You know, I was in uncomfortable situations too back then. You know, I was 13 with a baby and in my own place at 14 with my child. Shit, I was still scared of the dark. But I had to, I had to grow up for her. But yeah, and it was just, and that was before babies having babies even came out. When they used to say that all the time, yeah, it was before that. But yeah, I'm going to get on here and say that to y'all for today. That's what I had to say for today. I'm great cook some food, Indian food. I want that dish. Me and my son want it. Yesterday they came home early, but it wasn't no tornado. At least I didn't see one. At least I didn't see one. But yeah. That's what I wanted to say to y'all today. So like I said, I'm trying to change it. It needs to be a lot more going on out here as opposed to worrying about what's going on over there. We need to take care of home first, then worry about that. Because I don't be into the wars and stuff like that, but I just don't know why is it still going on? Like ever since I was a kid, like what is going? Why are we warring? Like I don't know. I don't look into that stuff, but I just don't understand what it's all about. I don't know. I'll worry about something else, but I just don't understand why is it still going on. What is the outcome? When is it gonna stop? Like I don't know, but there's a lot more to worry about over here than it is over there as far as home. I mean, if you can do all that over there, then you should be able to do everything that needs to be done over here. There shouldn't be no people on the street sleeping, or people with nowhere to go or no financial means because whatever their situation may be, who knows what they're going through at that time. Like I said, you never know what somebody's going through. You see them looking crazy, you see them looking sad or something, ask them. You may be able to help them. Just ask, because you never know. Shoot, one day somebody, I forgot where I was at, but somebody I was in my head too, and somebody asked me, "Was I okay?" And I just bust out crying. I was like, I probably was on the edge about to cry, I guess, but then it went a whole nother route. Yeah, and that person helped me out. I was telling them my situation, and yeah, so you never know. You never know. We got to get back to the basics, helping one another. It's not always all about money, 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 money. Some people just need a hand, a helping hand. You never know how you can help them. Whether it's education, financial, if you can, you never know. You don't know this situation. So that's just what I wanted to say today. If I could figure out how to do a short, every time I try to do a short, it's not. I don't know, y'all. It's just not working out. I need IT over here to show me something. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I could just upload the video to it. I have no clue. I don't know. I tried to find it. It's just not working out for me. But if I think of something else, I get up on here and share it with y'all right there. But get on up off of here. Have a good day, everybody. Stay prepared. Always be prepared. Stay kind. Have a lovely day. Rest of your day. Okay.